what got you into martial arts? So I know you started when you were like 21 fighting pro or amateur MMA, correct? You were born in 89 and then 2010 you started, and then so I think you're around 21, something like that.
Yeah, as a pro, 21, and I had my first amateur fight at 20. No, I think 19 while I was in college.
So what started it when you were a kid? Like what was the one thing that got you to where you were into martial arts and you went and tried it out and started pursuing it?
Well, I remember watching The Ultimate Fighter, the fight with Forrest Griffin and Stephen Bonner. That one I thought was the most insane thing I've ever seen.
I'm so old.
And like sometimes
you were watching old episodes of Ultimate Fighter. You weren't even watching the first episode. You were watching older episodes. That's so funny. All right, I'm old.
Seeing that, like, it would come on TV, but it would always come on at weird times. I didn't even know there was a thing called a TV guide where you could just look through to see what's coming on certain times. So I would just randomly at night look through and search through every night because I'm like, oh, it came on around this time. So maybe if I skim through all the channels, I might find it again. And that's kind of how I would watch the fights. And when I got to college, I'm meeting Jon Jones and seeing that he was doing it. You know, I've always had an interest. I never thought it was a real thing. I just thought it was cool. And then after wrestling and seeing the success he was having, I was like, yeah, I think I could be good at this thing too, man. Like, so I messaged him and he had me come down to his gym, which was right that 5 minutes away from where I was now going to school because I transferred. And he was killing it, you know. And for me, that was me starting I trained for a month. I think I had my first amateur fight after that. And I did well, got the finish, I think his second round. Cut him with my first right hand that I threw. I was like, oh, man, that was scary. But I hit him I never busted nobody up like that. So I hit him with the first shot right in the beginning, like the first maybe 15 seconds, and I split him open. I'm like, yo, this is a crazy-ass sport. This is wild. And then from there, I just fell in love with it, you know, and I just never looked back after that, and went pro 2011, and here I am today.
It's crazy when you think about it, because like, I was in the same position, but like it's crazy when you first start out and you're fighting, like especially on the lower levels, like you were talking about coming up, like the audience that was there, like the level of audience and level of people and the level of opponents. Like for me, I was always asking myself, what the fuck am I doing? Like, why am I entertaining these people? And like, why am I fighting this guy with like a fucking mohawk and a fucking and like cut off jean shorts? Like, what am I doing, dude? But for like what you said, there's like an alphaness to it, and like when you would win, it's just that feeling that would overcome you, like, wow, this is fucking savage. And so I just sign myself up for another one, and then I'd get back in there and I'd fight again, and it was a slow like progression like that. But I totally understand what you're saying. It's like it's a savagery, man, when you get in there and you fight somebody and you win, and you want to just keep doing it. I guess it's in our DNA.
Yeah, it's a very addicting feeling.
Real quick with Mike Swick. Real